All right. Welcome back. It's that time once again. It is time for some more Formula One action. And it's going to be coming to you from France. It's Woof's Angels F1 team. Round 7 of Season 1 of the World Championship. And it's time for Circuit du Paul Ricard in France. I actually wanted to look up real quick because the France setup I have is okay, but I found a website that seems to have much better setups. In all honesty, so this guy Weedy actually, been using his setups quite a bit. So I'm probably gonna roll with his setup going into France, right? Because the one I have is good, but there's a little bit to be desired, and I think his are just significantly better. So here's where we stand with the departments. 1.39 million. I think we can actually go for the next for the powertrain upgrade. It'll leave us just 19 million, but I think going into the race weekend will be fine. So 19 million, we are going to go and put that upgrade on. So that upgrade will be ready for June 29th. It is June 24th. So just under a week's time. Morale in the department's pretty low right now, but we're trying to catch up on the Williams and the Alfa Romeo eventually. Remember, our rival is Antonio Giovinazzi. Where is rivalry? Here we go. And we're 2 points ahead of him with 3 races remaining. So these are our results. 2 ninths to get points for us and our team. You can see 13th, 13th, 17th, 20th, 9th, and 9th. And it's meant that we have 2 points, and we're in 12th. Our teammate Cullen Myliner is down there in 20th, but it also means that we are ahead of Aston Martin by a point. I don't think that's going to remain, but we're going to try to stay ahead of that Alfa Romeo, that's for sure. We're 11 back to Alonso in the Alpine. Definitely not catching him. Former 2-time Formula One world champion. And we're also close to, what do you call this? Not prestige, but, what do you call it? I can't remember what you call it. Acclaim, that's it, right? Team Acclaim 10, which will give us another sponsor. So that is our objective. We're going to France. We're just going to do practice tonight, and then we'll probably come back on Thursday for qualifying in the race. So look forward to that. And then we'll do F2 on Saturday. Test preview of the weekend Grand Prix. If you have any questions, come and see me today. So the weight redistribution upgrade failed, but we got the secondary wing flaps on. And weather forecast is pretty much dry for both the race and qualifying. The car, 19% wear on the IC and the MGUK. The MGUH is 59. The ES has 46. The turbocharger's at 17, and the CE is at 4. So overall, they're okay. Practice 2 and 3 are going to be pretty wet, so we're going to have to get this done. What's up, Jasper? Doing some stuff right now, but I'll leave it luck for you. Good luck with the races. Thank you, mate. Good to have you along. So we're going to kick into practice 1 and practice 2. Practice 1 is going to be the only completely dry practice session. The other 2 are going to be mixed dry and wet. So our opportunities to get the practice programs are going to be pretty limited. Here's what they are. Ers Management. And
they told you about the new parts that have come in from the factory. Well, they're all fitted and good to go.
Drive a lap without leaving the track, average cornering speed, and then drive a lap without leaving the track. Attack corners, achieve competitive cornering speeds, and incur below average tire wear. Okay. Seems easy enough. We're going to go with the ERS management to start. We'll go on the softs. Oh, no. We need to set the car up. What am I doing? Hello? I need to set the car up.
The car settings screen on your multifunction display will allow you to change various settings as you drive. Open the display with the MFD button. You can then navigate up and down to the setting you want to change.
So, and then the front wing is 6.9, or the wing in general. 80/60 is going to be the differential. Camber 250, and then rear camber is 2. And then front toe is 0.06.
We have a number of programs to run during these practice sessions. You can check the
Dude, Joe, or Jeff, you are talking way
details
too
in
much.
the car monitor.
3,
we'll
4
get good
for
data for both
6, 7 for the
race and
bars.
Factory teams, so they're well worth running.
And then the ride height will be 3.7, which is standard. Brake pressure 97. Front brake bias is 57 because there's 3 long straights here. And then tire pressure 21.4, 21.4, and 22.7, 22.7. So we're going to save this car setup. We're going to go all the way down to the bottom here and save it as
Okay, let's talk about this track. Late apexes are the name of the game here. We have a bunch of deceptive corners that lead straight into the turn-in point for the next one. Turns 1 and 2 and pretty much the whole last sector follow this pattern, so think ahead.
Again, we'll kick the softs on for the Ers management, but we're going to be out on the track. Let's go. Oh, nice.
This is the Ers Management Test. Hit the target time whilst managing your battery charge. The more efficiently you use energy throughout the lap, the higher you will score. Use your overtake button for maximum power, but remember, that will drain energy rapidly.
So we have a target time to beat. And we have a target ERS usage as well. We are well off that early pace. But I'm well off the pace here. Have to be careful. Speed trap coming up. And I didn't get the development boost for the speed trap. I'm wondering if I can rewind it all the way. Just start burning it. That gave me the speed trap boost. Or the development boost. But I'm still half a good half a second down on the delta. Man, that was terrible. I'm wondering if I'm even going to get the racing line development boost this time around. I'm not going to pass the lap, but the lap is too slow. But I definitely didn't get it there with that last corner. Gotta monitor it. not quick enough. The lap is
That
not
lap was
quick
too
enough.
slow. You need to find more speed. Make sure to properly utilize your overtake button.
Lost a lot of time there in that second corner. Nice. Using the RS well, getting that time green before we go down to the braking zone. And it's still going to be green. And we're in the purple for the ERS, which is good. We just got to maintain now. This is the part that's tricky. This final sector. That's going to be good. That's going to be purple. That's going to be a job well done.
We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can talk you through the numbers.
God, that felt good. All right, so that is a lap complete. That is one of the practice programs done, dusted, out of the way. 5 for 5 on the ERS management. Now, race strategy and track acclimatization. So, we're going to try with the softs again.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
For the track acclimatization. And then we will probably have a go on the mediums for the race strategy. And we might do another pair of softs. I don't know. So a fast sector 1, a clean lap, and average cornering speed. That's
okay, your goal is to get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Best of luck out there.
All while getting the cornering gates. This could be a challenge, but we'll see how we fare. Oh, why don't I actually axe that, minimize that, and then we'll be good. It's pretty good. It's a good start. Oh, I've missed that gate. Let's go back.
Approaching the DRS zone.
Oh, come on. I should have had that. I let that one go.
DRS zone is coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
There we go. That felt much better. Now. This is the long straight. The very long straight. That was, I believe, Montreal. That's the name of that chicane. Now. This feels good. I would have blown it there. I would have blown it there. Absolutely blown it there. green in the last one. Green in the very last one. Let's try it again. That is track acclimatization. Done.
Okay, test complete, and that was a
Perfect.
very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
Let's go back to the garage. Now, by the way, for those of you not subscribed, you will be getting an ad shortly. Race strategy. Let's go on to race strat. Let's go on to the softs. Let's try it on the softs. So we're 10 out of 10 so far. Remember, we usually struggle with 1 or 2. So we could have a 15 out of 15 weekend here. And that would be fantastic, especially in practice 1 in before the wet weather. Sorry.
Okay, we need a few solid laps here to help us calculate a good race strategy.
So incur below average tire wear. That might be a difficult one. Competitive cornering speed should be okay. And obviously clean lap will be fine. We are in the green by half a second. Start, that feels good. We got to gain a little bit of time left because we really botched the last few corners of that first sector. But on the run down to Montreal, we gained a little bit of time, so. And we're gaining more. Here's the, I'm surprised the second part of Montreal here is not a DRS zone, but I guess because you have this sweeping right-hander that you can take flat. They didn't want the cars trying that with DRS open, I guess. This looks really good. This is over a second quicker than our target time. So that's going to be 1.4 seconds more than the target time.
So we're getting great data. Stay focused.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now it's a 136.0. There we go, DRS open. Down the straight we go. 3/4 of a second quicker than the Delta. Into the Montreal chicane. We're going to be a second quicker by the time we get down to the next turn. Good because I need to think about the ERS for potentially like laps 4 and 5 of this race strategy, because obviously as we keep beating the Delta, it'll get quicker. But that is 1.7 seconds
Great
quicker.
Lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Than the target time. So if we can beat the target time on this third lap, the program will be a success. A huge success at that. And without any ERS, we're already 3/4 of a second quicker. Let's go. This car is quick. The new setup is working brilliantly. We are over a second again, quicker than the Delta. Hopefully this is a good omen for qualifying. Because the car feels absolutely stuck on the track, at least on the softs. Obviously we've yet to see what the mediums will be like, the same with the hards. Could be 2 seconds quicker this time. We are 2.01 seconds quicker.
Data. Stay focused.
So that is the race strategy program done and dusted. We have 2 more optional laps we're going to complete, I should say. Sorry. And that is going to bring our time. The question is, did I get the development boost as well? We don't know. Obviously, because of the glitch in the game that keeps them checked from the previous practice program. But the car feels amazing. I know that. Feels really, really good. Losing a little bit of time here, but we're still a second up on the Delta. Lost a little bit of time on that last corner as well, but still 1.2 seconds almost up on the Delta.
Keep it up.
And so we got one final lap on the race strategy. Ooh. You know what it is too, the suspension's just right. But it can take these curves very well, and it keeps the traction. We're going down to chicane 8.5 tenths up on the Delta time. We lost a lot of time there. We lost 2 tenths there. Don't matter, we're gaining it back on the second part of the straight into this flat out right-hander. And there you have it. A 1.5 almost.
Program complete
Seconds.
and a job well done.
Quicker.
We got some excellent data with that
Perfect.
run, so come on back to the garage and I can talk you through the numbers.
I'm in P10 as well in the practice session right now. And let's take a look at that, those timings. So half the session down, half the session remains. Whoa. we've posted a time that's quicker than Yuki Tsunoda right now on the softs. We posted a 33.7. Raikkonen softs, by the way, are a 34.5. So where is
Our best lap
Giovinazzi
so
is the
far is
question.
a 1:33.7.
Now he's put his time in on the hards. So the delta to, let's take a look at the tires, right? Let's take a look at the tires real quick. So this is an unused pair of softs. So the delta back to the hards is 1.856. So 1.856 would put you at 0.0, oh my god, 1.856. So 5.6 off
We're
the 62
18th in the speed trap,
is
204.8 miles per hour.
The 8 would be 35.2, so 42.08. Or sorry, 40. I'm sorry, yeah, 134.208 is his projected time on the softs, which is right here, and we are still about 4.2 tenths quicker.
To view information
than
on your
him
current levels of
on
tyre
our
wear and
softs.
damage,
So
press the MFD button to open the multifunction display, and then
this
again
is with a
to
power
cycle
unit
to the
that's
tyres
starting
and
to
damage
see
screen.
somewhere on the MGUH. So we have to be careful because that MGUH is up to 61% now, and we are going to be running a entire practice session on it. So probably between P2 and P3, we're going to swap over to the next MGUH unit. So I think we could be okay though, because we ran the ICE to 80,
30 minutes
and
left
we
in
ran
the
the
session.
turbocharger to 70. So really, hypothetically, given the fact that we've run 8 laps plus the 6 in laps and out laps, so really 14 laps with this MGUK. I'm sorry, with the MGUH. We'll probably end this practice session on 62 or 63, and the next practice session on like 68.
If you
Which
start
means
to
we'll
suffer
probably be
from
at the end of the race
oversteer,
around
come
like
in and let us have a
75,
look at the
77.
setup.
So I think we
You
should
will
be,
get
we'll be okay
oversteer if the rear
with the
tyres lose grip
MGUH.
before the front. Usually this will be coming from a lack of rear downforce or an overly stiff rear suspension, but a little tweak with negative camber or
Although it does
towing
say
can also help with this.
we'll lose power. Oh no, I'm sorry. It will result in further overheating. So I'm not too hugely concerned. But we'll see, especially P2, P3. So let us check the weather, right? Because we need to do a weather check first and foremost, because we haven't checked the weather all weekend. So Q1, for the remainder of Q1, it's going to be overcast and it's going to be dry, which is fine. So that's I'm sorry, that was the race. Q1.
Quick note about
It's going to be
tyres.
sunny.
Just bear in mind we have to return the 2 most
And it's going to
warm
be dry.
sets at the end of this session.
By the way, we
They're
5
gone
to a 5
forever
hour
at
whole
that
practice
point,
session.
so be
That's
careful
good. So
how and when you use them.
P2.
And don't waste any sets that you might need later on.
P2, we're pretty much going to have a dry track for 10 minutes. And then immediately we're going to have to go over onto the intermediates. And it's going to rain basically from 10 minutes in. It's going to go over to heavy rain as well. And then it will dry out at the end of the session. Okay, so practice 2 is pretty much going to be really a lost cause. Practice 3, heavy rain for practice 3. I don't really think there's even going to be much of a point to run any laps in practice 3. It does dry out towards the end of the session. So it's not going to be all a loss, practice 3. We're not going to want to put many laps on in the dry anyway, because it's the gearbox that would take a beating, mind you. The gearbox currently for this is 4 races at 58%. We could probably squeeze a fifth race out of that, by the way. So, but we won't. This one, we're on track to probably hit just another 2 and then need another gearbox. So let's go qualify. man. So Q1 is going to be pretty much dry. No issue with Q1. Q2 is going to start with the overcast conditions, and or Q2 is going to be overcast. Q3 is going to be overcast, but the forecast is dry for the qualifying. And then with the race itself, it's looking pretty good. It's mainly just looking overcast. Yeah, pretty steady forecast, all things considered.
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 33.7.
So, yeah, overcast and completely dry with the track cooling off. You see, it starts at 28 and 20 and 21 track and air temperature, and it ends at 25 and 18. So it gets cooler as we go along, but dry, no rain, or at least very little chance of it. So
to view your current tire, brake, and engine temperatures, press the MFD button to open the multifunction display,
I would
and then
say.
press it again to cycle through till you reach the temperature information.
We're going to go out on track, by the way. And we're going to run laps till the end of this session. Practice 2, we're probably going to run a few laps on, especially in the dry. There's no real need to run anything in the wet here. We want to keep an eye on the engine temperature as well. As the MGU-H wears, that temperature could continue to climb, and that is not going to be a good thing. That could cause overheating to all the other or damage to all the other components. Man, I don't know what happened. I got hit with a wave of exhaustion. Okay. Ooh, there's somebody trying to pass us on the outside. It's one of the McLarens, but I'm not going to give him any leeway because I'm on a hot lap. And I got the racing line, and I intend to keep it. Although that lap was much slower because we got all the fuel on board. But even with all the fuel on board, she doesn't feel that heavy. She still turns really well. And I don't know if that's just the soft tire speaking. I'm sure this car would be tricky to drive with this amount of fuel on and, say, the hards. But it is what it is. We gotta keep pushing. Kind of like this McLaren wants to. Now he's finally got. Oh, that's the Mercedes. That's Bottas. I thought that was the McLaren. I think Ricardo's behind me. see. I have to be careful. I'm running out of ERS here. Oh, he dove into the pits. He didn't want to be held up any longer. I don't blame him. Really, really good setup though. I used to struggle around that part of the track, just getting the car to turn from left to right. So these tires have 12 laps on them, and they are showing a wear. They're showing a really big wear. I mean, the front tire wear, particularly because the brake bias is 57%, but the front tire wear is really it's really bad. This is a track as well, by the way, that I notoriously just eat up fuel at. I just cannot save fuel.
Okay, that last lap was a 1:39.2.
I know, Jeff, it was fucking slow. It's alright. Nice. I gotta kind of like re-plug in, because today, the last really like 36 hours has been kind of nuts, and it's really kind of disconnected me from everything going on, and I didn't even pay attention to social media today. I didn't even and I didn't have time to. But like, I'm just like, even just that one day has left me feel disconnected from like what my friends are doing, and you know, the stock market and work, and it's like, man, I gotta really kind of plug back in here. But I wanted to stream. I was supposed to on Sunday, I didn't. And so I did today. And I will on Thursday and probably Friday, because Wednesday night, tomorrow night, is the final league race of the season for me. It's Singapore. It's a track I'm really bad at because I have a big trouble there with the curves and just keeping it out of the wall. But I would love to get a result at Singapore to end this season. I believe I have 8 or 9 wins on the season. I cannot remember everywhere I won at. That's the scary part. I definitely won at Albert Park. I won at Spa. I won at Azerbaijan. I can't remember if I won once or twice there, but I definitely won at Azerbaijan, Albert Park, Spa. I want to say Silverstone. I won at Mexico. So Mexico, Spa, Albert Park, Silverstone, Azerbaijan. I can't remember what else. That's 5. I've won more than 5, that's for sure. I think I won at Zandvoort as well. I think I won at Zandvoort. I might not have won at Zandvoort. I don't know. Did I win at the I might have won at the A1 ring as well. I'm not 100%. I'm pretty sure I won at the A1 ring as well. I'm trying to think back. If I did win at Zandvoort in the A1 ring, that would be 7.
Okay, that last
And I know
lap
I'm
was
missing like 1 or 2 more.
39.7.
Like I know for sure I'm missing 1 or 2 more. Question is, I don't know if I'm missing 1 more or 2 more. No, I won at Azerbaijan both times. I was a double race winner at Azerbaijan. That's right. So, Azerbaijan times 2, Zandvoort, Spa, Silverstone, Albert Park, Mexico, and there's one other. Can't think of it right now. I mentioned, oh, Suzuka. I wanted Suzuka. That's right. So I'm pretty sure that's 8 wins. Nah, I got it one more than that. No, 8 wins. Yeah. 8 wins on the season. So I got one more. Trying to get one more. These tires did not last long, did they? The gearbox, this is my practice gearbox, by the way. It's at 58%. So we'll order another practice gearbox. That'll be at no penalty. This is just a practice gearbox, which you use for P1 and P2. So no biggie on needing a new practice gearbox. It's the event gearbox that's got to last 6 races, and I think we're probably on par only the last 4 again, sadly. We've already taken all the engine penalties That was at Azerbaijan. We finished P9 at that race. Ooh. The AlphaTauri just slammed into us.
Be careful. The tyres have deteriorated significantly at this point.
Yeah, so in the online league, I have 8 races out of 25, 8 wins out of 25 league races. I have 4 DNFs, and I have 1 DNS. AlphaTauri won some booty cheeks. He ain't getting any. The tires have definitely deteriorated because that right-hander that's flat is actually kind of difficult to take now. I have to turn the steering wheel almost all the way. Whereas it usually was just like a subtle wind around the bend on the wheel. It's AlphaTauri once. I'm gonna frustrate the shit out of him.
Okay, the time last lap was a 1:39.4.
Hamilton goes quickest in the session. A 1:31. But we feel good. I feel confident with the car setup the way it is that we're gonna have the pace this season, this race weekend at least. He might have us now. Oh, come on, mate. The worst you can do is get in front going into a sharp braking zone like that. That is Sonoda. Now here's Hamilton. Yeah, I have to lift now. Because the tires just don't have the wear left in them. All right. Remember, we are going to do practice 2 tonight. Probably going to skip most of it. And as such, we might do the qualifying tonight as well. Because the rain is just not going to affect qualifying or the race, but it's coming for practice 2 and 3. So there's no real point to running a ton of laps in those sessions. Yeah, check one thing very quickly. Oh, would you look at that? It's a bot I have to ban. /ban SARALNA. No, please. Can you go back? Say RALNA. Bot. Boop. Go on. I believe that's Gasly behind me, by the way. But yes, we're expected to go about another minute or hour and a half. Might actually just end it early to get good rest because I'm really tired. I think that would be probably the better option the more I think about it. Especially given that the practice sessions are going to be bogged down with rain. We probably have about 2 more laps to do here. If the tires last. That front left looking pretty rough. And the front right's starting to get there as well. Rear tires looking pretty bad as well. But they're still at least functioning. This bend around this right-hander, I gotta lift. Because it just demands so much. Oof. This track is kind of nice to drive though. Look, I really like Magny-Cours a lot better, but this is by no ways a bad track. It's a very enjoyable drive. I'll put it that way. See, the tires are starting to really struggle.
Those tires are going to fall off the cliff soon. Take extreme care.
Yeah, both the front left and the front right, really. But when the tires aren't completely shot, the car feels very good. I do have to say, we're going to box this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Nicely done. Well, I've been thinking the next time I'm off, even though I'm an amateur, I might stream some stock market stuff. I don't know. I've been thinking about it. Hamilton is quickest in this session. I brought it home. That is a really forward line for the pit entry. But our front left's at 89 and our front right's at 83. And they say 70 is puncture territory. I mean, look at the grain. This tire looks bad, but look at the wear on this one. Look at the edge. Look at how that line forms, and it's just, there's just no rubber really left on this side of the tire. That's some really, really, really worn tires. That's what that is. But that is the end of the session. So Hamilton quickest. We are going to grab some more experience points. Which means, by the way, that we're going to hit Prestige 4 pretty quickly.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top three. Hamilton, Bottas, and Daniel Ricciardo. What an incredible practice session. The fun doesn't stop here, though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
By the way, we do finish ahead of Tsunoda on those softs. And Giovinazzi put a few laps in on the softs as well. We're ahead of him. We're ahead of Giovinazzi by half a second. So we're only, look at that, 83 one-thousandths of a second behind Esteban Ocon in the Alpine. That's how quick this setup is around this track. Cullen Milot finishes bottom, but he ran the hards, to be fair to him. So that's P1 in the books. Let's go for P2. I'm pretty sure P2, it's going to be one of those things where like it starts in the dry. We didn't take a look at the progress history, right? We got a lot in development, obviously. We are almost bottom, according to the performance table. Not good. According to the performance table, Williams has had some improvements between Azerbaijan and Canada. And we're pretty much bottom now. Ahead of just Haas, which I don't like. I mean, that's just the graph. We have a lot in development that'll come in July. This part right here will be coming in basically next week. Because I think this is the 24th of June for this one, this race. And so this is coming in on the 28th, but let's take a look. 10 days for that one. Yeah, 3 days for the energy store cell. And then 10 days for the cylinder head. So we're making improvements, but not at the rate which we need them, really. This is one of the big ones that I want to get done. The control electronics reliability one. But even then, I'm not too bothered by it, as opposed to getting the powertrain and the chassis and the aerodynamics up to speed, because they're really far behind, and we are falling behind the rest of the pack. So durability is nice. You can see we're almost halfway there in terms of the research, but it doesn't give you the performance on the track as opposed to these departments. So And the powertrain, we have 8 upgrades on, and 6 of them are from the engine supplier. So really, we need to get moving here. Same with durability. Durability, we had 13 upgrades. 6 of them are from the supplier, so it's our most developed. It means that 7 upgrades are not from the supplier, whereas over here, just 2 are not from the supplier. So obviously, durability is fine right now. We just need to get moving on the rest of the departments. But we'll get there. Let's go into practice 2. Let's go to track for this one. We're gonna run laps while it's dry. I'm not gonna choose a hard compound tire. I'm gonna go back on slightly worn softs. Now, granted, this is gonna be with heavy fuel load again. These tires already feel miles better than what I was running at the end of practice 1. Remember, we do have rain coming.
Five minutes until rainfall expected. 5 minutes until rain. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Yeah, so 5 minutes till rain, which means and that only means that we gotta really hook here. No reason to practice in the wet this weekend. The race and qualifying are completely in the dry. So I'm having a big loss of frames. I don't know why. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Purple haze. There we go. Rain cloud's going to be moving in. We're going to do probably 2 more laps. That 38, is slow. Mind you, we did a 33. In P1. Boom.
We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes.
It's crazy because the sun's still out. That's what's crazy about it. The sun is still out. Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. The sun is still out. Warner lap to try and break the 137s with the fuel load we have. It won't be good enough to get anywhere close towards the top. It's almost comparable to what our teammate ran on hards back in practice 1. That's going to get us right down into the 137s. This being our fastest lap. There's the clouds, by the way. Our final lap, I mean. Whoa. Time to lower the graphics again. I bumped them back up, but it can handle it without OBS. That's the main thing. OBS, although it do be time for a new laptop. And I want to say pretty soon, but I'm not entirely sure when. I'm so close to paying the car off. I probably want to just pay the car off first, but I don't know. We'll see. That is going to be the end of basically the session almost, because the rain's pretty much here. Instantly, it's already raining. And that rain is going to absolutely pour as well. So everybody's out there. Everybody's got to be out there on inters right now. They are. We're in P4, which is funny, but George Russell just did a lap on the softs? Why? Why in these conditions? Why is Latifi on a lap in the softs? No, he's on inters. That's a glitch. Giovinazzi's on inters.
I'd take a set of intermediates in these unpredictable conditions.
Still inter territory. Okay. There's not much time left. Bottas is still doing inters. Okay. Coming in on an in lap. Still inters for Nikita. Sonoda's going out on hard, so he thinks the track's drying enough. Interesting. There's Ocon on the softs. They got 5 minutes left. Are they all going to come pouring out is the question. I'm getting knocked down the leaderboard. But I don't think it matters. So another 300 points. And that is the end of P2.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three again. Norris, Leclerc, and Max Verstappen.
We finished
and if
P9
today's
in the end.
practice is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional
I
weekend of
P20.
Formula One.
I'm not too worried.
That
I'm
was
not
an
terribly too
exciting
worried.
race from our perspective. Let's have yours. You spent a lot of time on the track during practice. Does the car have enough reliability to sustain that?
There you go.
How do you feel about this team's performance this season?
There you go.
Great. Well, that's everything.
There you go. End of Parc Ferme. End of P2. P3. Much the same. There's no real reason to put any wear on the engine components or anything like that. So we're just gonna pretty much plow through P3. We're just gonna get in there and simulate it. So I mean, it's fucking pouring wet to start. The inters are probably going to be on everybody's car. Yep. There's Latifi with the inters. Yeah, it's not much really to do when practice is just getting absolutely washed like this. There's no reason to put wear and tear on the car. We know where the pace is for this weekend. At least we know where our qualifying pace is for this weekend. That's kind of been, you know, quicker than our rivals. So we were quicker than Sonoda, man. We were less than a 10th behind Alcon, but I think the AlphaTaurs will have us into qualifying. We might be able to stick the car out of the Aston Martin, so we'll see. We're ahead of them in the championship points, by the way. Surprisingly. It's been a pretty... Has everybody put a lap... Softs are coming on? Oh yeah, softs are coming on because the track's dried. So we're the only driver who's not put a time in. We probably won't. That's a really poor time on the sauce for ILOT. That's the end of P3.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three, who are Bottas, Norris, and Lewis Hamilton. And if today's practice is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One.
We didn't set a time. There's no need to. No need to risk the wear and tear. 960 resource points coming our way. As well as some development boosts, some discounts. Give me them discounts. Especially on the non-durability components. We'll take them. So. And we're maxed out on research right now. We couldn't research another thing if we could. There's not enough... the departments aren't advanced enough to handle more than, say, 1 or 2 if you're durability. Parts researching at a time. Which means we're going to have that 1120 to play with come, like, 2 days' time. When that one part, the wing, is on the car. Whatever it is that we're... maybe it might be the weight redistribution research again. We're about to find out. Messages, circuit Paul card. It's pretty important to find flow here. Pretty much every corner leads to another. It's rarely as simple as brake apex power, you know. Just try to think ahead and be careful to get your braking right into 8 and 11. But yeah, 2 days for the energy source. So right away we could go into another research component. Dampers or the engine roll covers, and this is this is a minor weight reduction upgrade, and this is a major upgrade as well. This allows monocore structure and roll dampers, so this is 9 days away. We have enough resource points for improved energy store cells and the front wing gurney flap. So, I mean, the stators are or the stators are really cheap, really discounted. But even then, I think we're fine. Let's go to qualifying. Let's actually do the qualifying this session. So qualifying, we're going to go right out there. We're just instantly going to go right out there. Let's go. All about that last exit. I've not been the cleanest coming out of that corner, it has to be said. That time was a lot better than recently. I'm wondering how fast this lap is going to be. Because I feel like I've made errors. So already I feel like there's going to be time left on the track. Sign sits at 31. We're a second off the pace of the Ferrari right now. Ricardo just goes 30.9. Verstappen goes a quicker 30.9. (31, 32). We go a 33.3, which is pretty much on par with the time we did in P1. Okay, so nothing too crazy there, right? We're gonna fast forward time a bit here. It gets down to about 10 minutes left. We're gonna go for lap number 2. I don't think we're gonna run 2. Well, we might need to run more. We don't know.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
We're in P18, so. P18. Need to be 16th or better. To get into P2. I'm losing time all down the back straight. Not by much. I'm 2/10 up though. my previous lap time. Oh, I'm losing a lot of time down the straight. Let's go. 3/10 improvement. Ooh, it's half a second. We found half a second.
We
And
think
that
we
is
may
going to
see
put a
some
132 with some rain.
rain. ETA is about 15 minutes.
Rain? Ain't gonna be no rain. So we put on a 32.8. We're right on the bubble. We're right on the bubble. Do we risk it? Raikkonen, you gotta think is gonna improve.
Expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
The risk is you don't want Giovinazzi to make it to Q2 and then you can't beat his time because we've got to try to out-qualify him. That is the objective for the sponsorship. But if he improves and then say Raikkonen does, we get bumped to P3, we're out. We're out in P1.
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute
gonna have to risk it.
32.8.
Giovinazzi beat us. Ugh, that's so frustrating. We're out in Q1 again. We are out in Q1. Giovinazzi doesn't make it, but we missed the mark by 59 thousandths of a second. Kolomaila is the slowest car on the field as well. Man. And the car feels so good around here too. That's the crazy thing. The car feels really, really good around here. But we're going to start P18. We're going to see what we can do. We know, we've seen that we have some pace. We can find some pace in the race. And the objective is to beat Giovinazzi, obviously. He is going to be a point behind us. Team McClaim is getting there. We're over halfway there on level 9. So once we get to 10, we'll have an additional sponsorship, which is kind of what we need right now. We need to bring the money in. Frustrating. Very frustrating there because the 132 was a good lap. It's one of our best laps all weekend long. That's only good enough for P18. Crazy. Yes. Pretty much overcast for the entirety of the race. Giovinazzi is a point back in the rivalry. Our MGUH should make it. We'll probably finish the race at like 70 actually. So we should be fine. It is the race though. And it is not going to happen tonight. We'll put it that way. So it's actually a much shorter stream than I wanted to stream. But with the rain in P2 and P3, there really was no reason to run the laps that we usually run. So we will end it there early on. Thank you so much to everybody for stopping by. Thank you to Jasper who was here as well. And everybody that lurked. And yeah, we'll be back with Woof's Angels F1 team around 7. the race in France. We'll be back probably on Thursday if not, it'll be Friday. But definitely looking forward to it. Until then, thank you so much for stopping by. And that is going to be it for me. We're going to leave you with, once again, we're going to leave you with Starry Addict and Daystar. If you're watching on the YouTube, the video's just going to end. You're not going to hear it. But if you're watching on Twitch, enjoy it. And we'll be back Thursday or Friday with the race in France. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, have a great night.